Live Like You Stole It says expectation really takes away from a lot of exchanges. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have written about the idea of covert contracts. How many of you have heard of covert contracts? You know, raise a hand in chat, say yes, throw me an emoji, click a heart. How many of you have heard of covert contracts? Covert contracts are really crazy things. They're the expectations that we have going into a relationship where we start doing things for other people, believing that by doing things for them, they will then do unto us. Have you ever, and you don't have to answer this one, but if you want to, you can. Have you ever treated somebody like you wanted to be treated and then were disappointed when they didn't give that same thing back to you? Like you do something for them and you treat them this way and you give them, this benefit of the doubt, and then you're waiting for them to give it back to you the next time you have an argument or, whatever. And you're like, but wait, what? Those are called covert contracts. They will ruin every relationship that you allow them to sneak into. Like something as simple as, if I cook, they do the dishes. That's a pretty natural one for me. However, if you do that and then expect them to help with doing the dishes without explicitly speaking to them about it, you have just made a covert contract. You've made a contract in your head that they have not had the chance to consent to. And I bet every single one of you watching or listening on the Moan app or on datingkinky.com tonight have had a covert contract executed against you. What about, I took you out to dinner and now I'm subtly pressuring you for the sex I expected to get? I mean, what about I gave you all this good sex and now I'm subtly pressuring you to be my fill in the blank here partner? Or what about, we've been seeing each other for this long. Don't you think it's about time that we do XYZ? Right? Ryan says, for example, you agree to see that movie in the hopes that the next time you'll both or all get to see yours. Yeah. I mean, how many times have you gone to see that awful rom-com in the hopes that the next time you get to go see the action flick, or vice versa? And as Grace Scarlett says, it makes your relationship transactional, but not even transactional in a good way. Like you can do transactions in your relationship, but in a bad way because they don't know. It's like they're buying something and they don't know how much it's going to cost because you've got that covert contract up in your head, right?